Hello everyone, my name is Pratiksha and welcome back to my channel. So this is our day 8 of the Linux Free Bootcamp. So in today's session we will be covering the RHCSA question that will 100% ask in your RHCSA exam. So the question is how to crack the root password. Root password. So if you forget the root password on the Linux system, so you can reset it by these steps. You can see here on the GitHub repository. You can find my GitHub repository link in the description. You can go through it, and in the Day-8 folder, click on here, and you can see here the crack root password documentation I have provided here. In that folder, you will see all the necessary actions are provided that you want to perform. So in the RHCSA exam, in the previous session we have covered that there is a node 1 machine and the node 2. There are total 24 questions, and in the node 1 machine you have to solve the half questions, and in the node 2 you have to solve the half question. All the questions are the scenario based, but for the node 1 machine, in the instruction they have provided the ID and the password, but for the node 2 they will not provide any ID or password. So for that node 2 machine you have to crack the root password. If you are not able to crack that root password, then you can't log into the node 2 machine and you can't able to solve any question of the node 2 machine. So this is very important question for the RHCSA exam, so do it carefully. So I will guide you through each step to ensure you can do it safely and correctly. So let's go through the process. Firstly, you have to restart the computer. So firstly, open the VMware Workstation Pro. Open. So power on this virtual machine. So I hope you are able to see this interface, but in the exam you can see in the left side there is a node 1 and the node 2. When you click on the node 2, you can see the option there is a start VM or the reboot VM or the console access. So to crack that root password for the node 2 machine, you have to reboot the machine. So here we have to click on here, and you can see the option that is restart, and click on here and restart your machine. So this is our step first, that is you need to restart your virtual machine. So this can be done by simply rebooting the machine. So come to the second line. So when system starts, you will see the boot menu on the second line. So now you have to press the E. Okay, this will allow you to edit the boot configuration before the system starts loading. So we have to modify that boot line. So after pressing E, you will see several lines of the text. You can see here. So find the line that begins with the Linux. Okay, you can see here. Where is my cursor? Okay, you can see here the Linux line. So that starts. So this line controls the system boot process. So at the end of this line, you have to add the rd.break. So you can see the cursor here. You have to come in the Linux next line. So press okay. Now here come here. Now you have to write here rd.break. So at the end of this line you have to add that rd.break. So this tells the system to stop and break before fully booting, so we can make the changes. Once you have added the rd.break at the end of line, press Ctrl+X. Okay, you can see here we have added the rd.break, then we have pressed the Ctrl+X to boot the system with the new configuration. So enter. Okay, so after a few minutes the system will pause and you will get command prompt. So you can see here. So to make the changes, you need to mount the file system in the read-write mode. So you have to write the command, that is mount -o remount and then comma, and then you have to give the read-write permission. Okay, and /sysroot directory. So this allows you to modify the system files. So enter this command. Okay, so next you need to enter the chroot into the system, which means changing the root environment to the system. Then you can modify. So for this you have to write chroot /sysroot. Okay, and then enter. So now you are operating inside your system root environment. So now you are ready to change the root password. So for this you have to enter the pass wd root and enter, and then give your password and remember that password. Okay, so we have successfully set the root password. Now you have to relabel the Linux contacts. So for that, to ensure system that runs properly, so you need to create the file, so that will trigger the relabel of the system files on the next boot. So for that you have to use the touch and /.auto relabel file. So that auto relabel file will trigger to your system when you do the next boot. So must write the correct spelling of that auto relabel file. Okay, and then enter. So this will allow you the Linux to relabel the files during the next boot. So now that root password has been changed and type exit. Okay, and you have to also enter the exit before we have exit from the chroot environment. So now you have to exit from the emergency mode. So enter. So after exiting you will back at the initial prompt. So type exit again and press enter. This will exit single user mode and continue with the reboot process. So once the system reboots, you can log in using the root password that you have set earlier. So wait for some time. And to convert CLI to the graphical user interface, you have to write the startx. But now we have already the graphical interface, so now we don't have to enter startx. But in the exam you can see the CLI interface, but you are familiar with the graphical user interface. So for that When you have successfully set that root password, then enter the startx command, then it will convert you to the CLI to the GUI. So this will bring up a graphical user interface, so you can work with the system as usual. So it will take some time, so wait and take some time and do it properly. So it's very important question for the RHCSA exam that you have to perform on the Node 2 machine. If you don't crack the root password, then you can't able to solve any questions of the Node 2 machine, then you can't on the RSS certificate. So it's very important. So do it properly, and it's very easy to crack the root password. So do it step by step that I have provided in the GitHub repository. You can see here. Okay, yeah, and you can find this GitHub repository link in the description, so go through it. And in the Day-8 folder you can see the documentation of the RSS exam. I have given all the steps here, you can see. So, and if you found this video helpful and if you want to download this documentation and to get any future update, so please star my repository and fork my repository. So wait some time, it's booting. And we have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and support our Linux Free Bootcamp. So I hope you have liked it, and I hope you have crystal clear this topic. So it's very interesting and it's very helpful in your RHCSA exam. So you can see here we have successfully reset the root password. So you can now access this system with your new credentials, that is your new password. So, and always remember to keep your password safe and secure. So now enter the username. The username is always the root. When you also enter in the RHCSA exam and give your password. So you can see here now I have successfully restart my machine and I successfully reset my root password. So using these steps you can crack your root password for the Node 2 machine, so that will be helpful for your RHCSA exam, and must follow this documentation in the Day-8 folder. So I hope I have cleared this. So that's it for today, and if you have any doubts you can drop me the comment, then I will be help you always. And make sure you have this virtual machine. So you can also see our first session, in that I have provided the links how to install the VMware Workstation Pro and how to set up the virtual machine. So you can go through it if you don't know how to install the VMware. So that's it. Thank you. Have a great day and happy learning. So best luck for your RHCSA exam.